Investment fees are the silent villain of your portfolio as they steadily erode your returns over time. The higher the fees, the more they chip away at your long-term gains. To illustrate this, the SEC looked at how a $100,000 investment grows over 20 years with different fees. With a 0.25% fee, the portfolio grew the most. A 0.5% fee meant the portfolio was worth $10,000 less, and a 1% fee resulted in nearly $30,000 less compared to the 0.25% fee. Fortunately, if you're an ETF investor, you don't have to shell out 1% or even 0.25% to find solid investments. ETF providers are cutting fees drastically. Some are even offering no-fee options. Here are 5 great no-fee ETFs to help you minimize your investment costs. The first no-fee fund is the BNY Mellon US Large Cap Core Equity ETF. This passively managed fund mirrors the selective GBS United States 500 Index TR. The index tracks the performance of the 500 largest companies in the US market, creating a portfolio similar to the S&P 500, but with slight differences in how the companies are weighted. If you are looking for no-cost exposure to giants like Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon, this ETF is a great choice. It was only launched in April 2020, so BKLC may be more volatile compared to Morningstar larger than category, but last year, 2023, it outperformed its peers by over 8%. The second fund is Gabelli Love Our Planet and People ETF with ticker symbol LOPP. This ETF was launched back in 2021. LOPP focuses on the environmental aspect of ESG, investing in companies that prioritize sustainable practices. These include renewable energy, clean transportation, and waste reduction or recycling, all aimed at benefiting the planet. This fund allocates at least 80% of its portfolio to US-listed companies that meet its sustainable criteria. Notable investments include utility and electrical solution provider Hubdev, electronic manufacturer Flex Limited, and waste management service provider Waste Connections Inc. The fund's standard management fee of 0.9% was waived for the first $100 million in net assets at least through April 30th of 2024. As of now, this fee waiver is still in place, with the fund currently holding about $11.3 million in assets. It might be a good time to consider investing. The next zero expense ratio fund is BNY Core Bond ETF, BKAG. It will pair well with any of the other funds on my list. It tracks the Bloomberg Barclays US Aggregate Total Return Index, and with nearly 500 holdings, the ETF provides you with extensive exposure to the US bond market. It offers monthly dividend distributions and currently yields 3.78%. BKAG leans conservative, favoring treasuries over corporate bonds, and more than 70% of its portfolio consists of AA-rated bonds with none rated below BBB. The fourth no-fee fund is Amplify Cash Flow, Dividend Leaders ETF. As its name implies, the ETF targets companies with substantial free cash flow, FCF, that consistently pay and grow dividends. A high FCF indicates that a company can easily cover its monthly expenses, enabling it to distribute more of its earnings to you, the investor. Currently, COWS provides a monthly distribution rate of 1.66%. COWS maintain an equal weight portfolio, which means that each holding represents the same proportion of the total. To enhance diversification, the fund caps exposure to any single industry at 24%. However, despite this, the consumer cyclical sector at approximately 26% and the energy sector at 23.2% are close to these boundaries. Amplify Cash Flow Dividend Yielders ETF has waived its expense ratio until at least September 11th of 2024. After this date, it may start charging 0.39% per year. Don't miss the opportunity to add this fund to your portfolio and take advantage of the no-fee benefits while they last. My last no-fee fund is Gabelli's Commercial Aerospace and Defense ETF. Gabelli is offering a similar fee waiver for this fund. The fund's advisor has agreed to waive the 0.9% management fee on the first $25 million in net assets for 1 year from inception. Although GCAD launched in January of 2023, the fund waiver is still in effect. With only about $5.7 million in assets currently, this is an opportune time to invest. The fund seeks to capitalize on the growth of the global commercial aerospace and defense industries by investing in companies such as Spirit Aerosystem Holdings Inc., Lockheed Martin Corp., and Boeing Company. With less than 2 years since its inception, it's still early to fully evaluate the effectiveness of its management strategy. However, the fund has returned a whopping 15.4% year to date. A key point to know about this fund, though, is that aside from being relatively small in size, it also has very low trading volume, with an average daily volume of less than 1,000 shares. It might be challenging to sell your shares if you decide to exit your investment. Navigating the world of ETFs doesn't have to involve high fees that chip away at your returns. By selecting funds with no expense ratios, you can maximize your investment potential and reduce unnecessary costs. My 5 no-fee ETFs offer diverse opportunities from large-cap exposure and sustainable investments to bond market and high dividend yields. As you consider these options, remember that minimizing fees is a smart strategy for enhancing your long-term financial success. Take a moment, give us feedback, and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this information helpful, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay financially savvy. We'll see you in the next video.